Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 4. Anyway, look, ignore the mess. I'm putting up more clothes. I found more old clothes that were really new clothes with tags on them, and I'm finding a space for them because you see, I'm trying to get organized or whatever. But I just don't have time, so just ignore this for right now. Y'all know this is still a new place for me, okay? Until I've been here a good 6 months, it's still new. Anyway, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Say it with me now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And remember to relax, to relate, to release, and center yourself. Whew, we need that because it's been a tough weekend. I felt like crap all weekend, but we are here right now. So yeah. Do not forget you can also like this video, to comment in the comment section. You can also share on your social media by hitting that share button. You do want to hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I have new videos up. And always follow me on IG and on Twitter, because when YouTube don't tell you that I have new video posted, I tell you that I have a new video posted. My IG handle and Twitter handle J_Lees_Corner, but all of that, the links to all of that is in the description box below. And let's get started. We have this person first, Larissa. Her face speaks for itself. So, she brings up how she's been trying to be dating and finding a new man since her and Colt broke up. But she felt like Colt is the blame for our issues, the court stuff, the visa stuff, and all that. She blames Colt for all her problems. Larissa, it's you. It's your fault. You came here trying to get that man to give you citizenship, and you picked the bad guy the same way he picked the bad woman. Y'all was not made for each other, okay? And it is what it is. Now, she brings up how I saw online he has a new girlfriend. I need her to know just how much he likes to manipulate people or whatever. And so I sent her a message on social media. And we then see, I guess, Larissa either got the girl number, because we see Larissa calling the girl. And it was as Colt's girl or whatever. And so just like, what do you want? Why you calling me or whatever? We know Colt is a demon, okay? Colt is a demon. He seems perfect in the beginning, and then he turns mean, okay? He's like a whale. People think, oh, a whale is such a nice animal. It's so beautiful or whatever, but it's actually dangerous. I said, you compare Colt to a whale? Whatever, but, she also brings up how, well, do you think that Colt wants, me deported? That's what does answer Larissa. Well, he wants me deported because he did not want me anymore, and he can do the same thing to you. So once he does not want you anymore, yes, he will probably have you deported. You and Colt got married and got divorced. The next part of that is deportation, because you're not a legal citizen here. So it's not that he's deporting you because he does not want you anymore. Legally, you have no reason to be here. But I digress. Okay, and it's like Larissa's really look, in no means am I saying that Colt is an innocent bystander and he's, no, I'm not saying that, but Larissa is making it seem as if he's this horrible person who drug her here against her will and then forced her to be here, and then once he didn't want her no more, threw it back into the water. That ain't what happened. You was a crazy bitch, and he was a crazy, dude or whatever, and y'all ain't mesh no more, okay? And his mother, have you met Debbie? Because Debbie, she's an insane wolf. I'm like, an insane wolf? Larissa, you are an insane wolf. A werewolf could it be? Because you can't tell me that she didn't eat somebody's grandmother, okay? But let me stop, because I always say I don't like comparing people who are humans to animals. That's not nice. But I'm just saying, you call Colt a whale, his mama's a wolf. What are you? What are you? Before and after the surgery. Anyway, just like him saying, I love Colt. I'm going to be with him, whatever. She hangs up the phone on Larissa. And, Larissa, anybody can say that I'm like trying to sabotage him or whatever. But I'm going to keep doing what I need to do, whatever, to make sure, that people know how he is. I'm like, girl, we know how you are. So, girl, bye. Now, we do see that Larissa At the end of the episode is going with her friend. She has to go to the immigration office to see about her visa and stuff or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But we don't see what happens. But do we care? I don't think we do. Next up, these two, we still don't want to be together. Now, Michael is still over there in Lagos, Nigeria, okay? He is over there, 31 years old. I'm like, Now, he's currently staying with his mama, okay? Now, his mama like, okay, with God's help, all will be well. I don't think God is telling anybody to let these two be together. This is just not fair or whatever, but I mean, let it be that. I don't know why the mom was so happy or okay with, Michael being with her, because if y'all want grandchildren, common sense would be she can't have them. I get how the customs in Nigeria may be different than America, but I think all over the world, people are aware if you are 53, you don't have periods, you can't birth children. She can't afford in vitro. So why is people acting as if, oh yeah, they can have kids? They can't. This is not going to happen or whatever. Now he goes and he meets with his aunt who has met Angela before. Now she said, because I've met Angela before, you know what I'm saying? I thought with her being American that she may not, be doing things our way. But, we asked her to do things. She didn't respectfully. I said, did you watch the show? Did you watch? You must not have watched the show because she is anything except respectful, okay? Now, Michael then explains how, she gets angry sometimes, and when she gets angry, it's kind of, it's a whole bunch going on or whatever, and I'll be having to deal with it. Now, the aunt then says, in our culture, the men are always at the top, tippy top, whatever. I'm like, But she brings up, I think you can help her adjust if you just calm her down and explain things to her. Again, auntie, you ain't watched the show? Not in time, not even the episode that you was on? Okay. Now, the aunt then asked a good question. So, when will y'all have children? Because you're 31, Michael, we expect you to have children to be fruitful and multiply and stuff, okay? Well, when she was here, she went to a doctor or whatever because she's really serious about having kids. No, she may be serious about you wanting children. She knows that, but she also knows her cooch can't push him out. Okay, it's just not going to happen. But again, the aunt brings up how, in our culture, the men can have 3 wives. 2 wives and a concubine. I said, a concubine? That is just free coochie. Now, she brings up if he marries Angela as his first wife, he can then still take a second wife, and the second wife can be the one supposed to hear my eye. The second wife can then birth the children, and then she would give the children to Angela to take care of as the first wife. And I was like, girl, it's a reason I live in America, because I get it, because it takes a village. And sometimes you want to be sure that, the family line, goes on. But, just seems too much. Now, back in America, 2 things happened. Both of them, I believe, was bullshit. Angela meets up with her friend JoJo, who she says is like her sister, because her daughter Skylar would not come to Niger to witness the wedding. So she wants to ask JoJo to come for her. But she beating around the bush. Oh, I'm just so stressed. There's so much going on. Oh, my God. Skylar won't come to me with Nigeria. All this bullshit. Without saying like, JoJo, can you come to Nigeria with me? But JoJo, you know what? I will go with you to help you. Even though she also says at 53, I think it's foolish what Angela is doing. But I'm going to go because I want to meet Michael to see if he really loves Angela and wants to be with her. I was like, he wants to get to America. To him, it's the same damn thing, okay? Now, we then see her at home. And she's at home or whatever, and she wants the kids to see her in her wedding dress, because again, the kids can't go over to Nigeria, her mama can't go, but the kids want to see their grandma in her wedding dress, okay? And so she shows them her wedding dress or whatever. Oh, grandma, that is amazing. We love it. It's so pretty. But why can't we go? We want to go. But they can't go. Okay, that's not fair. We'll tell grandma to marry somebody in America, okay? Then it will be fair, okay? Anyway, we then see the kids go off or whatnot, and then, she has to just sit there in her wedding dress talking to her mama, okay? And when she's talking to her mama, she brings up how, mama, do you think I should go over there? Because, you sick right now. I don't want to go over there if you ain't feeling good. Her mama is on her deathbed. And we know that because her mother passed away. Okay, and I feel like they're showing this thing of how, how her mama was on her last leg, and as her ass is up here trying to get to Nigeria to marry Michael. But I'm like, look, there's no way on God's green earth that if my mother was in that condition, even if she was able to talk to me, and even if she's telling me, I'm okay, baby, she can barely talk. I ain't leaving. I ain't going nowhere. Okay, I want to be with my mom until her last breath, because that's the last one is coming. I felt like, why you keep asking her if she think you should go, and you hear her go, yeah, go, I'm fine. You can see that she isn't, but I digress. Okay, and then we did see Angela at the doctor's office, trying to get her vagina looked at. They had to give her a biopsy to rule out any kind of cervical cancer up on her uterus or whatever, and she up was screaming, oh my God, it hurts so much, oh, it hurts. I'm like, calm down. So the doctor gives her some nitrous oxide, to kind of make her loopy, so she can be still and be a little bit more relaxed. The doctor said, I've never really had to give anyone nitrous for this. This is my thing. My cooch is also very sensitive, so if somebody was sticking a needle up in there, I would have said beforehand, whatever you need to do so that I don't feel it and I'm calm, do that first, okay? Don't get up in there and then, don't get up in there first. No, calm me down first and then do whatever else. But again, she has it, they play around in there and she has to wait for the results. I can't with these two, but that was it. We then have Colt and Debbie, or Debbie and Colt, whichever one, okay? Son and mother. And Colt finally tells his mama, I got a girlfriend, okay? I got a whole girlfriend, and she's Brazilian, okay? Now, he's mainly telling her because where he's going. He's going to Brazil to meet her parents in like a week or so. So he has to tell his mom because he's going to be leaving. And then they're like, well, I knew it was a reason that you was going to Chicago. But you don't have to always come back and tell me what you're doing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Each time you date somebody, I'm saying, I get it, but I'm not upset. But again, when he remembers when he says, well, she's Brazilian. At that point, they're like, oh, she's like, well, for one, I feel like as long as Larissa is here and she hasn't been deported, and with something in that water, I feel like Colt should not be dating anybody who is from out of the country and who is on a visa. I agree. The first one you brought here and tried to get a visa for, that isn't even settled. Why date someone else who is here on the visa that either will have to leave eventually or may need your help to stay? That's kind of dumb, but I digress. So Colt, I would know she has options if you want to stay or whatever, and she can do a student visa, she can do a tourist visa, and she kind of doesn't even really want to stay here. Like, she wouldn't mind going back home and living in Brazil. Oh, would you go and live in Brazil, Colt? He says, well, I would at least try to go back and forth over my dead body. I say, Debbie, don't kill yourself. Don't do that, okay? Now, Debbie, let that man live. Colt is a grown-ass man. You need to let him live his life, and he needs to let you live yours. It's a way to live and live with your parent, but still have your own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. So, again, when he mentions to her, like, well, I'm actually going to be going over to Brazil to meet her family. Oh, really? I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you can be maybe convinced, to stay over there and, to maybe marry her over there, whatever, I'm saying? And then because you still hurt of what happened last time. He's like, but no, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll be fine. She's like, I don't trust Colt. I don't trust Colt into making decisions because, as his mom, I need to protect him or whatever. And so now I'm going to have to be the one to deal with Jess. Debbie, you doing too much. Too much, but I mean, it's here for our entertainment, okay? So we then see Colt, who video chats with Jess, or whatever. He lets her know, like, I told my mom about you. So now she knows that we're talking. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. He then said, and also, she kind of invited herself to Brazil, okay, because she wants to meet you and stuff. And she's like, oh, okay. And she said, okay, because it was like a little bit weird, but I don't think it should be. It should be because if you invited Colt to, your country to meet your family, it's why wouldn't he have you meet his mom? I mean, I think that kind of makes sense. And then everybody can meet at once, okay? Anyway, but like, my dad really has to like you, because if he don't, like, it's gonna be like bad. We don't like that. I said, sure. And then, he like, so now it's about, if my mom would like her, if her dad would like me or whatever, or even if our parents will like each other, like, it's going to be tough. Now, I said, I guess so. So we then see, because Colt and Debbie are both going to Brazil, they need someone to watch their cats. Okay. And so he invites Vanessa to watch his cats. Now, y'all do know is Vanessa, right here, is the lady who he told Jess he would stop talking to, okay? Now, I'm like, So Colt brings up, like, me and Vanessa are just best friends. Like, she's a great friend to me. And saying, they're like, well, have you and her ever, like, talked, romantically, whatever? He said, well, we did have sex once. You know what I'm saying? It was great. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a great person. You know what I'm saying? I do have a crush on her, but she don't feel the same way about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave it at that and whatnot. Now, Jess said, yeah, we are just friends. Like, we're really good friends, and that's it. And he helped me, a lot when I was going through my divorce with my ex-husband. But that's all that she says. Now, when he said, yeah, we're going to Brazil, I'm going to meet her family. My mom was coming, Vanessa, like, it's moving so fast. I'm saying, because this is just how it went with Larissa. Like, he was with her for a couple of days and then proposed and then brought her ass over here, whatever. So, have you given her any money, Colt? Like, have you given her any money? He said, well, no, you know what I'm saying, but I did pay for her ticket to Brazil. I'm looking like, stupid. You know what I'm saying? And then they be like, he's still out here, in a financial hole from what he went through with Larissa. Like, I don't know why he's digging himself in deeper with this new girl or whatnot. Now, he admits to the producers that, he did buy her ticket to Brazil, but he also has given her about $1,000 since he's known her for these past couple months. And they're like, really? Like, why? Are you giving her money or whatever? Well, it's not like it's for Botox. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or whatever. I'm like, but it's still money. But I mean, girl, bye. So, Colt says he just hopes his mom meeting Jess will let her know that she's not a baby Larissa. You treating her like one. Kalani and Asuelu. Lord Jesus. This was a whole mess. Okay, so we see them going back to the house and telling her parents, they wanted her to go to Samoa, but it's the measles outbreak, and Asuelu wants the kids to get vaccinated or whatever. So she don't want to go. He still wants to go and stay in a hotel, but she's like, I don't want to go. Now, she's right in this, that she does not want us to go. However, when he then said, well, you know what I'm saying, the doctor said it was up to us, but I have no power here, y'all win. I do feel like that should have been a conversation and a discussion between Asuelu and Kalani. Like, her parents should not have had a say so in it. It should be about y'all two. I mean, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay, so they not going to Samoa. So Asuelu was upset. We then see but they're not going to Samoa, but they're going on a trip to California. Okay, to celebrate their son's second birthday. They're driving up. And as they're driving, she brings up how the boys have been sick, you know what I'm saying, and she was up all night because the boys are sick. He said, well, if they're sick, then we should have canceled this trip, right? Because the boys' safety is the first priority, right? You know what I'm saying? Sick kids should not go anywhere if they're sick. I'm like, he is petty. It's true. What he's saying is, it's true. You didn't want us to go, to Samoa because they could get sick. So why are we going somewhere else if they are sick? I mean, look. Whatever they sick with ain't the measles, and they may not die from it or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. So Kalani's in the back seat. She's breastfeeding one kid on one hand, the other kid's coming or whatever. And then she's like, I'm uncomfortable like this. I just can't drive the whole time like this or whatever. So her and Asuelu switch seats, even though he said he didn't want to. Like, he did not care that she was in the back uncomfortable. And then when he gets in the back of the seat or whatever, he brings up how it's easy back here. I have these powers. I have these sleeping powers. Boom, sleep. Boom, sleep. Now, you can tell, in my opinion, that he was joking. He was jokingly saying, okay, you was back here to get screaming. Now, I'm back here and they sleep. I have these superpowers, and it was like a joke, in my opinion. She then gets upset. Oh, so you think my job is easy? He was like, well, yeah. And saying the mom then, because the mom is driving them. Okay, her mama. So is Kalani's job easy or is all women's jobs easy? He said, well, your American women's jobs are easy. And I'm like, oh shit. Don't do it. Like, just don't go down this road. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how, here, and this is my thing. They know Asuelu was different. And I feel like they ask him questions knowing how he will answer them to start an argument. So he then explains how, in my country, where I'm from, it's different. Like here, y'all can put clothes in the washing machine. Y'all can put the dishes in the dishwasher. Y'all can put our kids in front of a TV or give them a device to calm them down or whatever. He says that is easy. To me, I get what he means. It's different. It's different. And what he meant by easy it's not all easy, but the things I've seen you do ain't that hard, okay? He brings up how in Samoa, the women have to do all of that work by hands. And they don't complain about washing dishes, washing clothes. And they wash clothes in like buckets. To wring out, to hand wash clothes is tough. You get muscles that way, okay? Hey, so I get his point of, y'all put clothes in the washing machine, which is easy compared to my mom who has 4 kids and she outside washing clothes on a rock. Okay, I completely get it. So he says, he then says, and I don't think Kalani could do the type of work the women in my country do. I don't think she could do that because it's easier here. That's true. I would not go to Samoa and wash clothes on a rock or however it happens. I don't know. I would not be able to do that. I just would not. So I get what he means. So in the car, she's like, you're a damn liar. And then he says, you're a lying bitch. And I was like, how do we get here? I'm not sure. So at this point in time, they fussing in the car. Now her mama lied, you know what I'm saying? Would you talk to, him? Would you talk to her like that, right? Your mom? He says, I don't know how your husband talk to you when y'all are alone or whatever. You say, but that's my wife, and we can talk, and I can talk how I want. Well, fine. Talk to her like that in front of my husband. I'm saying, I don't appreciate you being rude to me. Anyway, and the fact that Kalani did not even bat an eyelash when she said, when he said, you lying bitch. If we fussing and my dude call me a bitch, we finna fight. I'm not gonna just not say nothing. It won't happen that way. So, Kalani, I think he likes women, from his country, whatever, who accepts whatever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. I'm not gonna sit up here and accept, a lazy man. But you married him knowing how he was. That's on you, okay? So at the house, they get there, whatever, and then she says to him, like, you can't just say that what I do as a mom is nothing. Why would you even bring that up? He says, I didn't say it was nothing. I said it was easy, and I didn't bring it up. You did. You brought up whatever, and I don't get why you're acting as if it's an issue with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't appreciate me when I'm outside cleaning the yard and doing stuff like that. You say it's not harder than what you do inside. She then said, you're a manipulator. You know what I'm saying? You try to change the subject or whatever, and this and that and this. He says, why do you come here and use those expensive words? I'm like, not expensive. Meaning, you can afford college. And I don't know what those words mean. So why, he said, why can't you use, simple words? I'm a boy from Samoa. Why would you think I could, know that or whatever? She then said, well, I thought you was a Samoan boy who would come here and be a man. See, that's your problem. You pick someone who you knew how they were, and you thought, oh, he would come here and would magically become your dad. You don't know how your dad was at his age. You don't know how long it took your dad to figure shit out here. And not only that, he ain't your dad. She go in the house upset, talking to her mom, and then he said, it's hard for me to fully express myself in English because I'm not that good at speaking in like, I don't know what certain words mean in English, so I can't really fully express myself. So to him saying something one way, he means it in a way he don't know if that's even the right way to say things or whatever. That's why I say they ask him questions knowing he gonna say one thing or he can mean something else, but I digress. So at this point in time, he come in the house. He grabs his phone. And like, what you doing? Oh, no, I'm just grabbing my phone. He grabs his phone. He then goes in the room, grabs his bag, grabs his suitcase. You hear him saying, move, 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 move. Now, I don't know if you're talking to the producers or his son or whoever. And we then see him just leave out the house. And she's like, where are you going? And then the older son, starts following behind Asuelu to leave too. And so then Kalani goes to follow behind us. Your son is following you, and he's just leaving. He's just walking. I'm like, where the fuck is he going? This fool went to the bus stop and got on a bus. And he told the producers at the bus stop, like, here, take my mic. I'm getting on the bus. I'm leaving. They like, you gonna go back to Utah? He's like, yeah, I'm leaving. And he takes his mic off and gets on the bus. And the bus pull. I say, this fool, girl. And she like, I cannot believe he left. I can. Paul and Karine. Paul and Karine was real simple. Okay, day one in America. She needs some water. I need some water, Paul. And so he goes in the bathroom, he cut the sink on, and he's getting her some water. Now he brings up how, back in Brazil, they couldn't drink tap water because tap water had like slime or sludge, so it wasn't safe to drink. So she'll be amazed to know that here, you can cut on the faucet and just drink some water. Not everywhere now. Because Flint's don't have clean drinking water. Okay. Now, he gives her the cup of water. He got the bathroom sink. She's like, no, I can't drink that. And he's like, why not? And then he drinks it. And she's like, fine. So then she drinks it with, oh, it was good. So she's like, okay, I can drink the water here. But I'm like, why didn't you say go in the bathroom and get some? I'm confused, but I digress. So Paul then said, we're going to go and do some sightseeing. I'm going to show you around my town. And so he said they take like a little Uber or whatever to his parents' house. His car is at his parents' house because he left it there. And he says mom gave him his car key, but she took the house keys off the ring so he can't get in the house. I say, she's like, you was not bring your ass back in my house or whatever. So they get to the mom's house and the car is messy. It's an old little, maybe a little Nissan, whatever car, a little photo car. The back end is kind of, dented in, but it looks drivable. Like it looks better than the cars that we seen over there in Brazil. Karine all of a sudden is sedity. Okay, she's all of a sudden bougie. I don't want to. I can't ride in that. It's messy. I'm like, y'all lived in a hut. At one point, y'all lived in a hut. That car is fancier than the hut y'all asses lived in or whatever. Now, Paul say, I've worked in my car. I've had to sleep in my car. I'm saying? It is messy, but I think like a couple trash bags so I can clean it out or whatever. Now, it was some old French fries. I'm like, oh, them French fries had to be a year or two old because he's been in Brazil for a while or whatever. And the fact that he just threw the fries over the fence into the neighbor's yard, I said, that's how bugs. Dirty ass neighbor, okay? Anyway, she feel like the car isn't good enough for them to ride in. He said, you lived in a fucking in a wooden hut, for God's sakes. No, Paul, it's not safe. I'm like, it has seat belts. Cars here are much safer than the cars over there. I'm like, girl, bye. The fact that she really acted as if she couldn't ride in a car in America, a car that had just been sitting, in his parents' backyard. Girl, I'm like, that car just need a good car wash and a good, cleaning. But it's fine. You can't get over here and be sedity, Karine. Don't do that. Don't do that. And last but not least, these two motherfuckers who I do not like. I used to not like Andrei, but now I don't like Elizabeth as well because she's the reason he acts the way he does. She accepts it. So I'm like, I don't care. So they packing to go to Moldova. They fly over to Moldova, okay? Now, it was an 18-hour flight, okay? And, he's happy because he got a whole free flight and a free wedding from my daddy. Now, his dad and brother met them at the airport, okay? His brother looks like somebody who was on the news after, something goes wrong, okay? His dad looks nice enough. But the brother looks like, the sun went down, he might have been the one that did it. Okay. Now, it just was what it was. And they get to the house, and his mom is there. And the mom is really just happy to see her son, and to see because she hasn't met the baby in person yet. The dad did when the dad went over, but the mama did not. She's happy to see her granddaughter for the first time, in person, whatever. And his brother's wife was there, but we don't care too much about her because I don't know who she is. Anyway. So, they sit on the table, whatever, the wedding this and the wedding that. I wasn't listening to. Look, They don't speak English, so it was a lot of subtitles. I can't. My eyes could not. It too much. Okay, But they bring up about being a godfather, and a godfather in their culture is someone who helps with the wedding, is very much so involved, and they give counsel to the couple all the time during the wedding time, and then forever. I'm like, well, first of all, I want to pick who I get advice from. I don't know you. Like, you can advise Andrei, you can't advise me. I don't know you. Okay, let's make that clear. But his brother is the godfather. I'm looking like, girl, I mean, in America, godfather means the godfather of, or godmother of the child. It means if something happens to the parent, you are the one that steps in. As the child gets older, you advise the child, not the family or the mom and the dad or whatever. But I digress. So we then see that they also tell her that because they're like, what, are you like a Christian? And he said, well, no, she's like Baptist or whatever. And then they say, well, okay, if you're not an Orthodox person or whatever, you have to be baptized too. And she was like, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? She's upset because he didn't tell her that. I would be pissed too, but she didn't say shit. Like, she did not act upset enough, in my opinion, okay? Now, my thing is this. As long as I'm being baptized via the blood of Jesus, okay? As long as they are baptizing me in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we fine. Okay, anything else? No, thank you. Now we then see she goes like to the bathroom or whatever, and then Andrei then talks to his family. I want to let y'all know something. Like, I'm saying, look, her family, I was not good in a good space with them or whatever. They're Americans and they're very proud to be Americans or whatever. And sometimes they be real rude or whatnot. Oh, well, we'll see how that goes when they get there. I'm like, brothers, again, why he threatening to be violent? Some I don't trust or whatever. He then brings up how her family or whatever like to say crazy things, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let her know to not let her family say anything stupid because they rudeness won't go over well with my family. I'm like, well, your rudeness never went over well with her family. I'm looking like Andrei is really acting big, bold, and bad because now he has his family there. He's at his full asshole potential right now because he has the backup of his mom, his dad, and his brother. I like how the mom then said, well, no, the main thing is that we all get along. So I feel like his parents are the sensible ones. And the two brothers are like him saying fucking Ninja Turtles. Just weird. So that was the whole episode. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, if you have not done so already, please make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section, share it on your social media, and also follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Okay,